What's up guys, my name is Joe, and the last few months of lockdown has gotten me into a few things that I haven't really been into before. Cooking being one of them, and focusing on getting some more greens and some nutrition into my system being another. Now, as I'm sure we all know, fruits and veggies, these are super healthy, especially veggies, but do most of us get enough fruits and veggies in our system on a daily basis? No. I don't think most of us do. I definitely didn't. And that's what brings us to today's video, because green smoothies are such an easy and delicious, especially delicious if you do it correctly, which is what we're gonna talk about. Such an easy and delicious way to get these greens and nutrients into your body on a daily basis. So I just wanna show you today a really simple formula that's gonna allow you back at home to make green yummy smoothies, and it's gonna be really easy. I think a lot of guys don't make green smoothies because they think they don't have the right things, or they think it's too complicated. You have to go to a fancy smoothie shop to get the perfect smoothie. It's not true. We're gonna find out today how simple it really is. So instead of focusing on specific recipes, that's not what I wanna do. Everyone has like their favorite fruit, their favorite veg. What I'm gonna show you guys is a very simple formula that's gonna allow you to basically use any kind of fruit and any kind of veg that you want. All right, so for your base formula, this is gonna yield about 2 to 3 servings. All you're gonna need, 2 cups of a liquid base, 2 cups veg, 2 to 3 cups of fruit, and then some kind of booster. This is kind of optional if you want. We'll get into that in a second. And then also some kind of natural sweetener if you want, also not mandatory. It's really as simple as that. 2 cups liquid, 2 cups veg, 2 to 3 cups fruit, and then you mix and match as you like. So now I'm gonna actually put one together and show you like some of the mixing and matching that I'm talking about to be able to make this really nice and tasty. So I'm using oat milk. When it comes to your liquid base, you can either go for something like an oat milk, almond milk, some kind of milk substitute. I don't drink dairy milk, generally speaking, or you can use water or coconut water, you know, some kind of liquid like that. Even green tea, I've seen people use green tea before. So the way you want to put it together for the blender to work best, you start with your liquid, you go to your veg, you go to your fruit, and then you throw in some ice at the end. That's one more thing that I didn't talk about, but you want your smoothie to be nice and cold. So for my liquid base, what I'm gonna do is 1 cup of oat milk. Okay, and then that's good enough for me on the oat milk. Once you add this stuff, it already gets nice and thick. So for my second cup, it's just gonna be regular water. Bring it over nice and carefully. Boom. You've got tons of options when it comes to veg. You got baby spinach, kale, broccoli, avocado, other green things that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head. What I like using is baby spinach, because baby spinach or spinach, even just regular spinach, either one is fine. But it's super healthy, has loads of vitamins and antioxidants and iron and stuff like that, but it also has a very mild taste. So you don't really get a lot of that veggie green taste in your smoothie, which I prefer. So what you want is 2 cups, like I said, and these can be kind of heaping cups. Make sure you get, you know, stuff it nice and tight, all right? That's 1. Boom, throw that in there. Nice and heaping full of green goodness. We've also got this avocado, which I'm not using today, but I'm gonna talk about this at the end. If you do wanna use an avocado, avocado is very healthy as well. But after we get our 2 cups of greens, baby spinach in my case, it's time for the fruit. So like I said, you'll want 2 to 3 cups of fruit. This can all be rough, obviously. It doesn't have to be perfect. What I'm doing with my fruit is I've got mango, pineapple, and apple. I'm doing half a cup of apple, half a cup of pineapple, and a full cup of mango. Another little tip that I would recommend is to prep your fruit ahead of time, so then you can just like reach in and get it. And I like to keep my fruit frozen. I like my smoothie as cold as possible. It's like, you know, it's like ice cubes if you freeze it ahead of time. So this is all frozen fruit that I've prepped ahead of time. You can just defrost it in the microwave a little bit if you need to. Just chuck it all in there. No. All right, so far we have 2 cups. Like I said, you can go 2 to 3 cups. And I have the banana over here. You can see the banana. And why I like bananas with smoothies is because they act as a very natural sweetener. They take out some of the tartness from like the pineapple and some of the apple, and also help to minimize that green taste from the from whatever greens that you're using. So very natural way to sweeten. You can get away with just using bananas to sweeten your smoothie if you want. You don't have to use like an extra thing like this, which we'll get to in a second. But I usually throw in 1 banana into the mix to get that natural sweetening sweetness, just kind of rough like that. Now, as a very base formula, that's really all you need. 2 cups liquid, 2 cups veg, 2 to 3 cups fruit. You can stop there if you want. But if you wanna, you know, be a little bit fancy, you can get some boosters involved. I'm using chai seeds. You can use things like cinnamon, cocoa powder. There's acai seeds. There's coconut oil, almond butter. That's another good one. And all I'm gonna do is take a little bit of this, sprinkle it on there. I don't really care about measuring. Chia seeds are a good source of omega-3 fatty acids and iron. Very nice. After the chia seeds, I like a little bit of sweetener. I'm using natural stuff. This is organic amber agave, or just agave is fine. Don't use real sugar. It's kind of the same thing anyways. And just a little squeeze of that. It's gonna top it off real nice. Just remember, like I was saying, you can do whatever fruit that you like. So I also have kiwi, I've got strawberries. I like to mix and match, switch it up, but whatever is your favorite is gonna be completely fine. If you use a red fruit like strawberry or a dark fruit like blueberry, it's gonna mess with the color. It's not gonna be green, but that doesn't really matter. It's all gonna be good for you at the end of the day. So just put in whatever you like, just follow the proportions. And to top this all off, I'm gonna add some ice on top. Make sure it's as chilled as possible. Grab a good handful, throw that there, and I'm just gonna press down a little. Boom, it's ready to be blended. Again, in order, you go liquids, veg, fruit, ice. That just seems to work the best in the blender, is why you go in that order. I got it all in there, it's blended up, give it a try, and then I'll talk about this avocado, like I said, in a second. Yummy, yummy. I'm gonna get my jugs out. Got my jugs. And just like that, 45 seconds later, we have a beautiful green smoothie. I'm gonna pour it out into these fancy jugs that I bought specially for this video, and we're gonna give it a try. How does that sound? All right, let's do a little taste test here on camera, shall we? I wanted to get the paper straws, you know, like the ones that normally go in the smoothies, but the store didn't have them, so we have these silicone ones. They're still fine. They're aesthetically close enough to what I was going for. Let's try it. It's so good. It's so good. Dinty, I'll feed you, you try it. I knew you'd like it. Honestly, this is my favorite way of getting the nutrition that I need on a daily basis into my system. You feel really good, you feel energized after this. And yeah, it's better than not having the greens in your system, and it tastes good, so it's like, why not, you know? So that's it, that's the formula. Like I said, I was gonna talk about this avocado, so I'll finish up with this really quick. But if you do wanna use an avocado, I would recommend going for 1 cup of other greens, like the baby spinach, for example, and then 1 full avocado. Avocado is super healthy for you, but if you do use an avocado, this is just the one distinction I wanted to make. I wouldn't go for a milk or a milk substitute. I would just use either plain water or a green tea or coconut water, something that's not as thick as milk, because this thickens up your smoothie like crazy. I did it the other day. I used this and milk. It was very thick. This is gonna make your smoothie very, very creamy. It's gonna be a nice consistency, but I would go easy on the water substitute and just stick to something like water. But that is pretty much it. Again, 2 cups liquid, 2 cups veg, 2 to 3 cups of fruit, a booster if you're feeling fancy. Chia seeds is my pick. A banana for natural sweetness, and then what I picked is some agave for a little bit more sweetness on top. Definitely optional. Hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you make your own green smoothie back at home. I'm gonna finish mine up. Dinty's gonna finish hers up, and I'll see everybody next time.